Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another evening in the haunted home. Still not the haunted home. Still a force of habit to say that. We're on a haunted road trip, y'all, and we're... This is an inconspicuous night. We have a guest in the audience who dropped a DLC, if you will, on a game that has broken my mind on more than one occasion and has always been an absolute delight to play. We're gonna play some Second Thoughts. This game fucks with me, and it's meant to like fuck with your mind and really just make you question your very reality, and it does a very good job of that. It puts me in a place of unease, knowing that I don't really know what I'm kind of revealing here. But there's elements to it that seem to just be there designed to make you question morality. Welcome, everybody, to Second Thoughts. Here we go. This is Experiment 3 we're getting into. It's all new. And it's all harrowing. Second Thoughts. Congratulations. Due to your dedication and enthusiasm, your assistance is required. You have been selected to perform as a tester once again. This experiment is similar to the first, with one key difference. None of the subjects have any listed crimes. So from the first set of people, I chose Sarah. Then from the second set, Bryn. Then I had to choose between the two of them, and I chose Sarah. And then I eventually killed Jaden in experiment number 2. Interesting. Alright. Hey. You're not hiding this from me. I see that. Due to your dedication and enthusiasm, double line skip, triple line skip, very faint font. Your assistance is required. My eyes are tuned. I've focused all 3 of my eyes to be able to see all these details. I'm ready. I'm ready to tackle this with a sharp mind and clear vision. Here we go. It is recommended to refresh your memory of previous experiments. Done. Or you can choose to proceed without doing so. Keep going. Regardless of your decision, you are almost there. We are always observing you. Do not disappoint us. Do not disappoint me. Next. Day 1. Okay, here we go. First subject, Melina Darshana. General information, ID, arbitrary? Gender, female, age 35, nationality, Polish. Height, 5 foot 8 inches, weight, 158 pounds. Birthday, December 9th. Blood type, O positive. Occupation, hairdresser. No further information given at this time. We don't know what their crimes are. We don't even know if they have committed a crime. We are given a basic profile of each of these individuals and made to decide who lives and who dies. Name, Aviel Susanna. Gender, male. Age, 40. Nationality, Israel. Height, 5 foot 11 inches. Weight, 180 pounds. Birthday, August 16th. Blood type B positive. Occupation, veterinarian. Just checking through this arbitrarily. No other information given. Just keep going down the list. Oh, we're choosing who to execute again. Oh boy. All right. Veza Ia. Female, 29. Albanian. 5 foot 6 inches. 131 pounds. April 22nd. Blood type A-. Occupation plumber. I'm scared of the ID section. I'm scared of why there's an ID number now and what that might have to do as going forward. No further information yet provided. Clara Ramdas. Female, 38, Brazilian, 5 foot 7 inches, 116 pounds. Birthday, September 12th. Blood type, A positive. Occupation, baker. No further information. I could take notes. I think I have a pen and paper right over there I could use. But I don't know what additional value, unless I'm just like marking notes of like, hey, these people are related to these people. Could be probably something like that. Okay. Ash Victor. Non-binary, 42. French, 5 foot 9 inches, 144 pounds. Birthday, February 14th. Blood type O negative. Occupation, none. And with this information, with this little bit of information, I'm supposed to choose one of these people to die? Rai Theme. Gender non-binary. Age 30. Japanese. 5 foot 10 inches. 95 pounds. Birthday, June 21st. Blood type, B-. Occupation, dancer. Oh. Okay. Wow. All right. That does tell a little bit of a story there. Peter Farrell. Male, 27. Bulgarian. 6 foot 1 inch. 147 pounds. Birthday, January 17th. Blood type A positive. Occupation, cleaner. What do you mean by cleaner? You've defined janitor before. Janitor has been defined in this before. So cleaner, I think, professional cleaner? Live body disposal cleaner? I might be catastrophizing. I don't know. Plato Oswald. Male, 36, Greek, 5 foot 8 inches, 105 pounds. Birthday, March 5th. Blood type A-. Occupation, lawyer. Okay. Alright. Nothing here. Alright, okay, alright. So now I just get to choose one of these people to die. Hey, here's the observation portion of it. We just get to see them move throughout their facilities. Status scared. Who's scared? Oh, status scared. Status dizzy. Status anxious. Status angry. Status worried. Status frustrated. Status angry. Status dizzy. Was I able to know their statuses before? Like since the first game? feel like this wasn't introduced until later. Scared, dizzy, anxious, angry, worried, frustrated, angry, dizzy. So we got a couple of dizzies, a couple anxiouses. I don't know what this adds contextually. I don't know what this adds contextually. Why? Why, Sam? Why? If you were locked up for a crime you didn't commit, would you not also be angry? Or if you were locked up for I don't know, there's many reasons you would be stuck in here. And there's many reasons you could be angry. There's only one scared. There's only one frustrated, worried, anxious. There's a couple dizzies and a couple angries. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to choose a single emotion based off of these. Okay. Hairdresser, O positive. I don't even know what to prioritize with this. December 9th, 158 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches. I'm just trying to look for weird little discrepancies, you know? Weird little discrepancies here and there. O positive, hairdressers, fine. Veterinarian, B positive, 5 foot 11, 180 pounds. Okay. Plumber, A minus, 5 foot 6, 29, plumber, 131 pounds. All seems relatively to be expected. Female, 38, baker, A positive, September 12th, 116 pounds, 5 foot 7. Ash Victor, 144 pounds, 5 foot 9, no occupation, 42, French. We just have to choose one person out of an arbitrary list. Should it be the 95-pound Japanese man who just wants to dance? Should it be the mystery cleaner? 6 foot 1, 147 pounds. That's pretty light for a 6 foot 1 person. 27, fairly young. Edo Oswald, 36. Okay. One more time, just for my own sake, so let's see. Let's see. I'm not going to tell you what stats I'm checking here. I'm not going to tell you what specifically I am trying to maybe choose out of an arbitrary list here. Let's see, let's see. Oh boy, I feel like that was an intentional design. The oldest person here is 42. These are all fairly young individuals. Sam, you're leaning towards emotions. I don't think that tells me enough. I'd actually be very confused. I'm most confused about the dizzy people. And I don't even know that these line up with the person who we're selecting, you know? If I don't remember, but I feel like these don't actually align. Maybe they do now. Maybe they did then. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention in the correct order. I don't know. You're right, Dylan. I was looking at age range. I gave up that ghost pretty quick. Because I figured, man, it's not a good thought process to have, but like, all right, who's the oldest of them? Who's the oldest that I can just, you know, they've had a life. Well, dizziness, all of those emotions make sense in this people's situation. All right. Another fucked up thing is choosing someone based off of their occupation. It's very fucked up. But it's all we don't have a lot to work off of here. An occupation does not define a person. But an occupation may come with certain gravitas applied to it. Not knowing what it is. For example, cleaner. That is such an undefined term right now. Answer. None. Alright. It sucks, but we just have to choose one. We just have to choose one. So here's what I'm gonna do. For purpose of data collection. And... because they're dizzy. I'm very curious about the dizzy. I want to see if this lines up. So, it sucks. They're pretty much all gonna die. It just sucks that without information, somehow I am the one who has to decide who lives and dies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill Plato. We're gonna kill Plato, and we're gonna see if dizziness changes. Okay, hang on. That was observation. Let's go to execute. And that will tell us if they line up in the grid. And we're gonna figure out if maybe Dizzy... Yeah, there's 2 Dizzy people, I know. We're gonna find out if maybe Dizzy... I don't know what we're gonna find out. I don't know what we're gonna find out. I'm sorry, Plato. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I sure I wish to execute this subject? No. This action cannot be undone. Oh my god! Why is it vacuum cleaner noises? It was before, but why is it vacuum cleaner noises? I can only imagine we're sucking all of the air out of their room and leaving them to suffocate. What a gruesome death. I have to choose someone. I have to choose someone. Alright. That confirms it. They are all... Oh my god. Am I in this middle box, by the way? Is that middle box representative of my location amidst these individuals? So all these individuals, they might actually have a view of me. So this person is now terrified of me, and they are pressed up against the glass next to me. If this is the case, I'm guessing here. So they're glued to the glass, horrified at me. Nervous, tired, disturbed, anxious, nervous, dizzy. What? Again, these are all perfectly acceptable range of emotions of things you would be feeling after witnessing that, probably too. Or just being, you know, kept in containment for so long. Tired is a little weird. But we don't know what these people have endured beforehand. Alright. So, some new information should come to light now. Here we are with Melina Darshana, 35-year-old Polish female, hairdresser. Being a movie star is my goal. Imagine my name and face plastered everywhere, being up there on the big screen. I send in auditions from time to time. I know that one day I'll get a response. Why are you feeding me their life goal first? Why is that what has to be first? It might actually hit worse if it's furthest. Alright. Aviel Susanna, 40-year-old male veterinarian. At first, I hoped to be a good doctor when I was young, but I ended up finding animals to be more agreeable patients than people. Not to mention, some aspects are simpler when it comes to treating animals. Yeah. I mean, you're right, Mr. Gnocchi. That could definitely be a thing. Especially after vacuuming out an entire room. We also don't know the condition of those cells. There might be, like, viscera in there. They may not have humane conditions with which to do their business. Alright. Vesa Ia. 29-year-old Albanian female plumber. I want to be a firefighter. I know firsthand how damaging fire can be, so I want to save others from it wherever possible. It seems like a noble thing to do, you know? It might help me out too, maybe. That's mysterious. Why would it help you two out, maybe? Why? Clara Ramdas. 30-year-old Brazilian female, baker. Welcome to the haunt, Mr. Gnocchi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Since I was a child, I loved baking. It's so joyful and fulfilling. I've always wanted to run my own bakery, and though years of struggle and effort, it's exactly what I want to do, what I do now. Lucky me. I always wanted to run a bakery, and now you do. You feel blessed for it. Alright, Ash Victor. 42-year-old non-binary French, without an occupation. I have always wanted to make a difference in the world, to do something that truly matters. After years of searching, I thought I finally found it. I thought I was prepared for the cost. I was. That has some haunting undertones to it, or maybe I'm just projecting. Alright, Rai Theme. 30-year-old Japanese non-binary dancer. I've always wanted to be a writer. There was a film I watched when I was younger that still leaves an impact on me now. The moment I saw it, I knew right then that I wanted to make my own stories. Oh my god. This is such a reverse of a classic, like, horror movie trope. Think of, like, Saw 2, if I remember right? Think, Escape Room? Where you have a whole bunch of individuals with varied backgrounds who know nothing about each other, and arbitrarily, they kind of have to decide who lives, who dies, whether they're worthy to live, whether one person in specifics is worthy to live. In this situation, all of these people have no power. There is a vacuum of unable to influence the person who is making the decision, me, but being forced to live through it and eventually die through it as well. Yeah, Cube is another really good example of, like, arbitrary who lives and who dies. So I can only imagine being in their shoes, only knowing what they know about themselves, maybe not each other. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they were given information, maybe they know who their cellmates are. But only knowing information about themselves, having this mystery person decide in order of operation, unknown operation, who lives and who dies. So, right now, they're all asking each other, asking themselves, why I killed Plato first. And what did they know about Plato? Do they know do they know what crime he committed? Do they know what his occupation was? Do they know his family situation? Do they know if I know or not? That is a unique hell. That is a unique hell to put every one of the people in this situation in, including me. The only absolution I have is that I probably won't die. These individuals, all but one of them, are going to die. I don't know, based off of information we received last DLC, I might be up on the chopping block too, who knows? But none of these individuals have any information about that. Alright, anyways, okay, so Rhytheme was the dancer. I've always wanted to be a writer. There was a film I watched when I was younger that still leaves an impact on me now. The moment I saw it, I knew right then I wanted to make my own stories. As a dancer? I mean, I'm not disparaging it. It's just it's a weird duality, you know? All right, Peter Farrell. Let's find out about Peter Farrell. They are the 27-year-old Bulgarian male whose occupation is cleaner. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with my life. Maybe something that involves helping people out, putting smiles on their faces. How exactly I'll do that, I'm still trying to figure out. Were these subjects interviewed before being put in a box? They sound so hopeful right now. The human centipede. Yes, but after a certain point, they didn't... I'm not going to make commentary. I'm not saying anything. All right, Plato's already gone, but we can still find out more information about them, which may give us context to others as well. All right, Plato, the lawyer. When I was young, I wanted to be a clown. Making people laugh seemed like great fun. My parents wanted me to go to law school, though, so that was that. At least I still ended up in some kind of circus. Now we have to decide on someone else. Now we have to decide someone new. Who now gets to die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you glad the clown died, Ath? For the record, I like clowns. They definitely have a staple in horror genre, but like actually applied, like real clowns, fucking cool. That's my opinion though. That's me. I respect and understand people who have a fear of clowns, but like I enjoy seeing them. It's fun. Again, Sam, that's projecting. We don't know. We don't know if they defended wrongfully accused victims. That is a projection that we are putting upon them. We have no information on them so far. So, with the information, we are slowly being spoon-fed. We have a choice. Continue to be objective with the information at hand and just work with the best of what we have. Addendum to that, we can kind of start to suss out someone we suspect should probably live. That's what we did the first time. It didn't necessarily end well. Didn't necessarily end well. And y'all immediately are curious about the person who is tired. You think that's suspicious. I would be exhausted too. I would be emotionally drained in this experience. I hate it, but honestly, these two stand out the most to me in this given moment. The hairdresser and the veterinarian. Veterinarian feels like it has the most potential for malice. But hairdresser also feels very disassociative, you know? Like, but why is that a reason to kill them? So far I've been given no reason, no concrete evidence to push me to want to execute any one of these individuals. But I mean, cleaner too. This has some weird gravity to it as well. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with my life. Maybe something that involves helping people out, putting smiles on their faces. How I'll do that, I'm still trying to figure out. And again, I am associating cleaner with being, you know, someone who disposes of still living people, so to speak, you know? A professional cleaner. That's me projecting on them though. I don't know if that's what that is. But janitor has been previously defined. All right. It's arbitrary right now. It's all arbitrary right now. So Aviel's sus. Aviel's suspicious, and so is Peter. So Aviel is currently nervous, and Peter is currently terrified. Peter is terrified, and again, projecting, I think I'm in the cube in the middle. Terrified and staring at the cube. Me. I don't know if they can see me. I don't know if they can see me. Okay. The only situation I can imagine someone being terrified and trying to get the attention of what they perceive as probably the thing that's killing them, that box in the center, is them up against the glass, smashing against it. Please, no, don't, stop. Something like that. That's not necessarily the actions of someone with a guilty conscience. And I think on that reason alone, I'm gonna spare Peter for a little longer. I think we're gonna go with Aviel. Okay. But can they see that is exactly it? I don't know. I can't see them. Yeah, we're gonna kill the veterinarian. We're gonna kill the veterinarian. Sorry, Aviel. I'm sorry. I still hate the idea of all of the air being vacuumed out of whatever chamber they're in. Y'all are gonna punish me no matter what I do anyways. Before we get into the next dossiers, I want to take a look at observation. I want to see what Peter's doing. Peter is still in the same spot. And their resolve seems to be waning. Weak. Furious. They are furious that I killed Ava. Jittery. Well, that just makes sense. We just did bone jitters, so you get a pass. Furious. Numb. Why are they furious? Why are these two furious? Do they have a relation to this person? That is such a bizarre change of emotion. All right, let's move forward with the information that we have. Malina Darshana, Polish female, age 35, hairdresser. Wants to be seen on the silver screen. Sometimes, admittedly, I have doubts. Doubt that I'm not good enough. Doubts that no matter what I do, no one is interested in me because of things I cannot control. That others less deserving will be chosen. Your fears are your self-doubts. Still no further information provided. I would be, Jade. I would be. But these people are trapped in a prison situation. And apparently, based off of their response, I chose someone they did not believe deserved to die. To the information they have, to the information I have no idea. There's so many facets to look at in this. All right, Aviel Susanna, who we just killed. 40-year-old Israeli male veterinarian. And we killed a veterinarian. Wanted to be a good doctor when he was young, found animals to be more agreeable, enjoyed being a veterinarian. Fears. I find the prospect of suffering in continual agony to be a terrifying scenario. A number of the patients that I receive are in such a condition, so I do what I can to relieve that suffering. Is it weird that I feel a slight pang of relief that they didn't suffer for as long as the rest of their compatriots are? I mean, only one of these people is going to get to live, and it sucks if this person was the most worthy of them. Again, fucked up concept of being the most worthy to live. But this is what is put in front of us. All right, Vesa, you are the 29-year-old female Albanian plumber. You wanted to be a firefighter because it was noble, and it might help you too, maybe. Fears. Fire. I know. Ironic considering what I want to be, but at least a firefighter has equipment and a team to deal with it. When you're trapped in an inferno, all alone with no way out, that's when it's truly terrifying. I like her too. I hate that. I like her too. And we're gonna find out she's super fucked up or something probably later, and I'm scared about that. Either that, or like the most fucked up thing that could be happening right now is we could be just getting the wool pulled over our lives altogether. Siphius, you don't have to respond to this. In fact, probably better you don't. But Siphius could just be putting a bunch of otherwise good people in front of us who have done nothing wrong. The lead up to this game, to this chapter was their crimes are not listed, are not given. They may not have ever committed a crime. They might be really good, otherwise perfectly good people living their lives. And somehow I am made to be the one to decide who lives and who dies. That's so fucked up. Cepheus might just really be going for the knife and in the heart and twisting the blade on us right now. All right, Clara Ramdas. 38-year-old Brazilian female baker. She's a baker, she's happy baking, she loves baking. My biggest fear is the same as any other parent. I don't want anything to happen to my children. So I make sure to keep a very close eye on them at all times. They understand why I have to. Oh, there's so much gravity there. There's so much gravity in this one sentence. She's got children. Allegedly, she's got children. But also, for the darker spin on it, she has to keep a close eye on them. They understand why she has to. It could just be a case of helicopter parenting. It could be that their life is already in danger and they need her to look out for them. That is such a twist, Cepheus. That is... You and your brother really like to put people's brains through the torture chamber, don't you? Oh my god. Well, hi to both of you. Hi to both of you. Okay. What personal story do I want to see to the end? I mean, so far the one I'm gaining the most attachment to is Vesa a little bit, if I remember right. Plumber wants to be a firefighter, afraid of fire. That's something that I can actually kind of identify with. I was initially well, I don't like fire. I'm scared of fire. I don't want to be a firefighter. But in many past lives ago, I wanted to be a paramedic, and the best track to go through that was to also take Fire Academy in college. I'll be honest with you, I took one day of Fire Academy and I said, no, I'll take the longer, harder route. It's fine. I'll take the more studious route. I can't do fire. But like working alongside firefighters in past career, just out of every career there could be, I think I have the most respect for firefighters out of any other possible career. That could be put to the test. I'm sure there's others out there that are highly, highly respectable, but to me, firefighters are pretty much one of the number one. So Vesa kind of has a bit of a tug on my heartstrings already. All right. I know, right? The music is so happy right now. All right, next on the list, we did Clara Ramdas. I'm just going to double check. We did Clara Ramdas. Baker has children. Baker who has children who she might be a helicopter parent of. We don't know. Next up, Ash Victor. 42-year-old French, non-binary individual without an occupation. Always wanted to make a difference in the world, do something that truly matters. They think they finally found what their calling was, and they're prepared for the cost, whatever it is. Ominous. Fears. My fears have already come true, so now I have nothing to be afraid of. It's sort of a relief, to be honest. Besides, I've learned that there's scarier things in the world, especially in here. Nothing additional. Nothing in the subnotes. Nothing in the subnotes. Ash is... They're a little strange to me. They're a little bizarre, but they don't have any... I don't know. They're not suspicious. All right, Rai Theme. The 30-year-old non-binary Japanese dancer. weighing in at only 95 pounds. Originally, they wanted to be a writer, and something has called their destiny. Fears. Honestly, it's what you'd expect. I'm afraid that after managing to juggle everything and actually finishing my book, it had all been for nothing. That nobody cares. That my mom was right all along. Their fears also align with a lot of self-doubt. So they are either working on a book or are close to finishing a book, and they're afraid of it being all for nothing. But where does the job of dancer even have a play in it? Again, a job does not define a person, so you gotta be so careful on focusing on that. All right, we have two more, but Peter is still alive. Plato is not. Plato is a 27-year-old Bulgarian male cleaner. What do they do? They don't know what to do with their life. They want to help people out and put a smile on their faces, and they're still trying to figure out how to do that. Fears. Something tells me you already know, but I'll bite. I'm afraid of someone getting hurt because of me. Every night I lie awake thinking about it. I don't want it to happen again. Once is painful enough. Oh, and this person is tortured. This person is... Again, I can only perceive them as trying so desperately to get my attention. And they're afraid of getting someone hurt because of their own actions. They're kept awake at night thinking about the previous time it happened to them. All right, let's find out about Plato, who is deceased already. They're the lawyer, they're the Greek lawyer who we killed first, with zero information. They wanted to be a clown. Their parents put them through law school. They seem to be jovial nonetheless. Fears. In my line of work, there's always the possibility that you'll end up condemning an innocent or getting someone who's guilty off the hook. That's an unfortunate part of the job. Specifically, wasps. I hate them. Fuck! Suddenly he's relatable. But, I mean, Sam, I believe you called this out earlier. The lawyer who may have potentially... yeah. Alright. Furious. Jittery. Furious. Okay, so 3 and 5 are furious with me. Why are they furious? Why are they furious? Also pay attention, they're furious and in the far corner, as far away from probably me as possible. And they're not moving. They have not moved from that corner. Very similar to the cleaner here, who is again hands to the wall, close as they can be to, again, what I perceive as being me in the middle there in this panopticon. Doing everything in their power to get me to stop. Alright, my leading impulse right now is to... My leading impulse right now is to execute Peter. Because this is becoming incredibly torturous for them. At least based off the perception of everything that I can pull from right now. 3 and 5. Vesa Ia and Ash Victor are furious with me. Or they're just furious in general. Peter is doubtful. I'm sorry, Peter. it may be implied that Peter couldn't see around you. Maybe. Again, Dylan, that's assuming maybe this veterinarian was using their profession as a back of house a drug deal. I mean, it's possible. We don't know. We don't know anything. Apart from what is put in front of us, and none of it being anything more than statements, we don't know any facts. We don't know any facts. We have no reason to believe that any of these people deserve to die. And we especially don't have any reason to believe that we have any stake in killing them. We are just arbitrarily killing them. Another aspect to look at this game and recognize why I hate it so much. Because it makes me ask some very interpersonal questions and never get an actual answer to them. But it also makes me kind of ask questions about myself and why I'm choosing these individuals in this manner. That can be quite uncomfortable to confront as well. Alright. Let's take a look. Let's observe. Confused. Subject number 7. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Subject number 6 is confused. Angry, tired, depressed, perplexed. Why? And questions about the ones running this experiment? I mean, we have... I don't even know how to turn the scope on them. I have more context on Cepheus and their brother at this point than I do the experiment runners, the purported experiment runners of the game itself. I am not qualified, but I would sooner be able to maybe analyze the mind state of Cepheus at this point than I would any of the meta management of this game. All right. Anyways, all right. Hey, let's do this. Melina Darshana. Ditto. 35-year-old Polish female, Melina, hairdresser, wants to be on the silver screen. Being a movie star is their goal. They have self-doubts about being worthy of being chosen. Proudest achievement. One time, my regular customers heard about my dream and wanted me to put on a performance. It was heavily improvised, but they all enjoyed it, clapping and cheering. It was the best day of my life. All right, Aviel, who's now deceased. Veterinarian. Terrified of being stuck in an agonizing death. Their proudest achievement. Pride is unnecessary. I simply do my job to the best of my ability, through whatever methods that requires. I admit it's nice seeing the grateful smile of a pet's owner when treatment goes well. A lot of humility. Seem to be a very humble person, very focused and dedicated on their job, almost single-minded. That's a pretty cold statement to make there, Ath. We all have our crowning achievements and our moments of great pride, and not all of us are afforded the same opportunities to achieve what we truly desire achieving. Take, for example, one of my proudest accomplishments is everything you see before you right now. My job, my corporeal life, is not something I ever cared to do. I went to school to become a paramedic in a past life, and gave that up because it just a bleak future. Paramedicine is a bleak career to go down. And I ended up doing what I do now because it pays better than most paramedics do, and paramedics have a 4-year degree at least. I don't have a 4-year degree. Is that fair? So, for me, at the end of my day, what I find the most pleasure in is a performative art. If we're stepping out of the meta for a second here. Each of us have our own. Alright. Veza Ia. 29-year-old Albanian plumber. She wants to be a firefighter. She's afraid of fire. And her proudest achievement, I'm not sure I'd say I'm proud of it, but I kind of like the job I've got right now. I get to fix people's problems, and there's plenty of water involved. Less of a chance of fire that way, which is good. It's good. Again, oh my god, again. So far, Veza here is kind of a parallel to me. I identify with them very, very hard. Like, they don't have the job that they truly want. They're almost afraid of the job that they truly want. They are afraid of the job they truly want. But they found something that still brings them joy. Plenty of water around. Well, they're a plumber. Alright, Clara Ramdas. 38-year-old Brazilian baker. Allegedly has kids. She's loved baking. She loves being a baker. She doesn't want anything to happen to her children. She keeps a close eye on them at all times, and they understand why she has to. According to her. Proudest achievement. I had an order for a birthday cake that had to be ready that same day. It was pretty elaborate, too. Despite all odds, I managed to pull it off. Hearing about how much the kid loved it made it all worth it. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, and for such a perceivably simple cause, it's beautiful. Oh, man, oh my god. Siphius, you're only feeding us, like, the good of these people, and it's really digging in deep. Slap your brother for me. You said they did all the writing, right? They're making me feel all these emotions. You slap them. You go right up to them right now and right in the face. All right? How dare they torture me like this? Okay, then fine. Slap yourself too. Good lord. All right. Ash Victor, 42-year-old French non-binary individual, no occupation. Is a little, they're weird to me. There's some strange things going on here. They've always wanted to make a difference in the world, to do something that truly matters, and they finally found what it was, and they're prepared for the cost. They are aware of the situation they're currently in. Their fears have already come true, so now they have nothing to be afraid of, and it's a relief. And They know there's scarier things in the world, especially in here. I feel like that's implying me. I feel like they're focusing on me when they say that. All I have is my projection. Their proudest achievement. You know, if you asked me before it all happened, I would have said that it was part of something to be excited about. Something that was worth it. All of it. Not anymore. That's why I'm here now. What you were a part of was something to be excited about, something that was worth it. All of it, not anymore. That could apply broadly to so many things. If I'm to project a situation onto him, I could think of like an environmentalist who's taken on big oil, you know? And they're very proud of their environmental work and their protests, and they've been ripped from that lifestyle and placed in here. Like, I could project that imagery onto this person, and it would apply. They're basically accusing me of ripping them from their destiny. Rai theme. 30-year-old Japanese non-binary dancer. Always wanted to be a writer. Wanted to write stories. Afraid of all of their commitment and all of their effort adding up to nothing. Their proudest achievement. I haven't done anything that I'm actually proud of yet. But I'm hoping my book will be something I can truly call my greatest accomplishment. Once I can make it as perfect as it can be, that is. And if we kill him, he'll never be able to finish that book. Alright, now on to the deceased. Peter Farrell. The cleaner. The 27-year-old male Bulgarian cleaner. Wanted to put a smile on people's faces, didn't know why or how, afraid of someone getting hurt because of them. They don't want it to happen again. They were racked with guilt and they wake every night because of it. Their proudest achievement. I used to be a little shit back in school. All the teachers hated me. All except one. She had a smile that made me feel like I was worth something. Like I mattered. I always loved making her smile. They're so mysterious to me right now. Alright, Plato Oswald, the first person we killed. The Greek lawyer, 36 years old. Wanted to make people laugh. Wanted to be a clown, ended up going to med school. Fears condemning an innocent person or someone guilty getting off the hook. They also hate wasps. Proudest achievement. My best case? Well, there was a network who had screwed over a showrunner and fired them from their own show. I managed to wrangle the rights from the network and give them to their creator. Always love an underdog victory. I mean, it's significant. It is. Imagine signing over your IP rights to a corporation, and then that corporation cutting you loose from them. I don't know, man. I don't know. But now we have to decide who dies. And this is getting harder and harder because I'm kind of slowly killing off all but the ones I love most. You would choose the hairdresser? Who just wants a little bit of fame, a little bit of recognition, to perform, to make people happy? No, don't return to the main menu. What am I? No, don't do that. I hit escape one too many times. Oh, that scared me. Vesa Ia. Is afraid of fires, wants to be a firefighter. Holy shit, Captain Cayman, it has been a long time. Hi, friend. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Haven't seen you since my Sea of Thieves days. How are you doing? Welcome on in, friend. We are in the middle of trying to decide who dies next. Who thinks people are less deserving? What gives you that impression, Sam? Being a movie star is their goal, seeing their name plastered everywhere, being up there on the big screen, sending auditions from time to time. I know that one day I'll get a response. Sometimes, admittedly, I have doubts that I'm not good enough, doubts that no matter what I do, no one is interested in me because of things I cannot control. That others less deserving will be chosen. That's not putting themselves on a pedestal. That's kind of an ordinary human feeling. Granted, it's not the most humble feeling, but yeah. Well, of course, Captain, you're one of the very first VIPs on this channel. Of course, I remember you, friend. Proudest achievement. Customers heard about a dream. And this is actually kind of evidence to their worthiness to live is they apparently are relatable and empathetic enough that, you know, their clientage adores them so much that they would do something simple like this for them, you know? It's aggressive for no reason, they'll always be less deserving. Again, that totally depends on an individual's mindset. I'm not disagreeing. I don't know who I would choose next right now. Part of me is worried that maybe I'm holding on to Vesa because they're so relatable. I don't want them to die. But then that might turn around and bite me in the ass, you know? What about this baker? They've got kids, but otherwise they live, not from my judgment, but you know, I would put them, man, it's with such a bad conscience to say this, but like, I would put them kind of in the same value as Melina. The only thing there is like, they state that they have children, and that adds value to them as a parent? Exactly, I might be condemning their kids, like, but what would deserve them living over Melina, you know? Like, I don't know. And then, especially, what about this person who is basically like, at this point, this individual here has given up their will to live. They are resigned to their fate. Should I continue to string them along? What would make them more worthy of life than Rai or Clara? Or Vesa or Melina, any of them. I have to choose somebody. And it's friggin' arbitrary. It's so arbitrary. It's so... I think if I had to choose between two of them, I've narrowed it down to Ash and Melina for next. But why should I even care? Because only one person's gonna get to live, like, right? Like... But who knows, that next piece of information might be critical. Might be an absolute stab to the gut. Alright. Fine. For the purposes of, I guess, humoring you, Sam, as well as because, again, it's arbitrary and this person isn't necessarily high on my list. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of Melina. Melina, who is perplexed, has been dizzy and anxious and perplexed. Seems to be just wrought with confusion about their presence here altogether. No, Sam. No. You don't get to back out now. You don't get to say, no, I'll stop being pushy. No, you get to own this one. This one's yours, Sam. This one is all yours. You did this, Sam. You did this. Sam, you didn't do that. That's still very much so my own choice. I can't posit my blame on you. They would have been one of the next to go for me anyways. So, now that they're dead, let's find out a little bit more about our hairdresser who just wants to put on a show, who just wants to be a movie star. Proudest achievement was what they had a small performance and it was the best day of their life. Their greatest regret. I am fortunate enough to have nothing that I regret. I might not always have made the best choices in life, but at least there's nothing I can think of that I'd change if I had the chance. My conscience is clear. Well, that kind of explains the confused, perplexed nature that they've been in since they got in here. They don't know why they were here. They don't know why they were chosen to die next. Alright, Aviel, who is also dead. The veterinarian, 40-year-old male Israeli veterinarian who did a good job, it sounds like. Who was fully focused on being a good vet. Sometimes a patient's condition cannot be adequately treated, and their suffering is so great that I perform the only humane action left. Sometimes I am a bit hasty in doing so. How many could I have saved if I wasn't? So you believe you were hasty in choosing which animals were in a bad enough state that maybe you could have saved them if you hadn't chosen that so quickly? You know, again, in the past life, I had a partner who was a veterinary technician. They expressed to me that one of the worst aspects of their job was that so many pets weren't even terminal, but had a condition that was just too expensive. Too expensive. Ah! Queenie, timing, come on. Just too expensive to take care of. You know? So rather than get them treated for whatever disease or incident had been inflicted upon them, the owners just chose to have them euthanized instead. You know? So... anyways, Veza Ia. 29-year-old female Albanian plumber. Wants to be a firefighter. Biggest fear is fire. Proud of their job being a plumber. And they at least see their job as worthwhile. Their greatest regret. What do I... Wait. Is that why I'm here? Is this an interrogation? Don't you already know? I swear. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. I was just resting my eyes for a few minutes. All those people. Because of me. Oh, fuck. I think the first dark passenger has arrived. Okay, so their biggest fear is fire. They've had previous experience with fire. They wanted to be a firefighter because of the good that they could do in the world. But now, they're a plumber. And they did a great injustice to many people because they nodded off. Because of a momentary lapse of judgment, because of a very simple human weakness. At least that we can see so far. This is the biggest bomb to drop so far. Clara Ramdas. 38-year-old female Brazilian baker. Allegedly with children, again. Very proud of the cakes they make, very happy in their career. They feel very fortunate and blessed to be doing what they do. Their greatest regret. One day, when the bakery was particularly busy, my youngest had slipped outside. When I realized, I rushed out to find her. She was gone. I looked everywhere. That was the last time I saw her. That adds a lot of profile context to fears. Biggest fear being the same as any other parent, something happening to their kids. You don't want anything to happen to your children. Keep a close eye on them at all times. And you lost one, so now they understand why you have to. Ash Victor. Unoccupied, non-binary French 42-year-old. Always wanted to make a difference. Finally found what they think it was. They were prepared for whatever the cost. Their greatest fears have already come true, but there are scarier things in the world, especially in here. They are resigned now. They don't have anything to be excited about. They were a part of something that they felt was worth it, but not anymore. Their greatest regret? I shouldn't have let her go. It's just... she was so haunted afterwards. Really, how could she not be? I couldn't let her suffer here anymore. I thought I was doing the right thing. Fat lot of good that did. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Rye Theme. 95-pound Japanese dancer. Wants to write a book. Working on a book. Proudest achievement is that they're close to accomplishing it. Their greatest regret. My mom never approved. She wanted me to get a good job, high pay, that sort of thing. We had a really big argument about it one day. That was the last time I spoke to her. I wish it wasn't. Alright, back to the deceased. Peter Farrell. The cleaner. Put a smile on people's faces. They lie awake haunted because of something that happened in their past. They used to be a little shitbag in school, but they had one teacher who really made them feel special. Their greatest regret. I didn't have much as a kid, so I burgled some houses to make some money. My teacher found out and tried to stop me. But we got caught and she took the fall for it. I shouldn't have let her. I hope she's okay. We know them. We know them. Well, Peter, I think you've joined them now. Plato, the lawyer, also post-mortem. Want to become a clown. Hates wasps. Love an underdog victory. Their greatest regret. One time I had a domestic abuse case. I got a guilty verdict, getting justice for a battered woman. Or so I thought. Turns out she made it all up. I ruined an innocent person's life when my client became famous. We also dealt with this person's client. So, yeah. Yeah. We have 4 left. Tired. Dehydrated. Focused. Concerned. Number 5. Why are you focused? Focused. What is your case? What is your deal? Look, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Rye, Ash, and Vesa are kind of my 3 choices who I want to know more about and to have the best chance of living at this point. Clara, I feel awful. And that's oh wow, okay, alright, oh, that's an epiphany that just hit me really hard. Oh, I just outwardly stated that I am more interested in keeping Vesa, Ash, and Rye alive out of intrigue. Because they're more fascinating to me than Clara. That is, how fucked up is that? We have a mother who lost a child, who has other children, and I just outright stated that I would kill her before the other 3 because she's just not as interesting. I hate it so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just a game, Erie. Just a game. It's not real. Can't hurt you. It can't cause you to be so introspective upon yourself for a moment that it can do physical damage to your psyche? No, that can't happen. It's just a game, Erie. Ziphius, slap yourself and slap your brother one more time for me. Alright. Alright, hey, I admitted my fault. I admitted my flaw. I recognize my flaw, okay? Now I have to own it. I have to own it. I have to own my flawed judgment, my error, my broken mind. I was excited to get into this tonight. I legit was. I'm not, for the record, I'm not regretting this. I just also wasn't expecting it to hit so hard. I just wasn't expecting it to hit me so hard. Clara. We just killed the mother, the baker, because she was boring in comparison to these other three. And now I have to examine my priorities in life. Alright, okay, well, you know, here we are. Here we are. So, we have 3 left. Veza, Ash, and Rye. Veza, the firefighter plumber. The would-be firefighter plumber who has done something that has affected many people's lives in a negative way. Ash, the non-binary French individual who seems to have some sort of a significant impact in the... I don't know, they found something of significance, and we have robbed them from it. And Rye, the would-be author. Gloomy. Rye is gloomy. Y'all. Rye is feeling pretty gloomy right now. Ash is feeling pretty hopeless as well. Why are all 3 of these individuals mirroring my exact emotions? It makes no sense. Sam, it makes no sense. Why would Ash feel that way? Hurt, hopeless, and gloomy? Why would they feel hopeless when they've watched 5 individuals arbitrarily killed in front of them and not know why? And not know who's next? Why would they feel hopeless? Why would they feel gloomy? Why would they feel hurt? Can't imagine why. Can't imagine why. Don't know. Don't know why. Alright. Okay. Melina. Female Polish hairdresser, wants to be a movie star. They didn't have any regrets, so they died. Testimony. I think she's got what it takes. Just might need to practice a bit more to really cinch it. Plus, if it doesn't work out, she could get into movies as a hairstylist. She does a great job on mine. Ryan Adams. So someone's testimony as to her character. Apparently, they view her as having talent for what she does. Aviel Susanna. 40-year-old Israeli veterinarian. Did a good job. Had a conscience. Had a heart. The greatest regret was they were worried they were too hasty in their actions sometimes. Testimony. My little Timmy was in so much pain. Poor thing got run over by a reckless driver. Mr. Susanna did his best, but he was hurt too badly. At least he was able to make Timmy's final moments comfortable. Lucy August. Dedicated, compassionate. Alright, Veza Iya. Still alive. Firefighter, plumber, would-be firefighter, plumber. Greatest regret. Apparently they did something that hurt a lot of people. Testimony. A testimony was unable to be collected. Anyone who possessed any knowledge of the subject has perished due to a variety of causes. These causes include immolation, suffocation, or other related injuries. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, well, if there's a sense of justice, if there's a sense of propriety, I would probably choose Vesa next, wouldn't I? Accidents happen. She didn't mean to. It's a moment of human weakness. As far as we know. Clara Ramdas. Mother, baker, lost her child. Loves her job, was proud of what she did in the world. Testimony. Oh, she makes great cakes, delicious, nutritious, and they look divine. Couple that with a pleasant and helpful demeanor, and you've got a recipe for success. I definitely recommend her. Maya Rare. Didn't we have a rare before? Was it a Maya Rare? Ash Victor. No occupation, non-binary French individual. Found their calling, found their destiny, and apparently we ripped that from them. Possibly. We don't know. Greatest regret. I shouldn't have let her go. It's just she was so haunted afterwards. How could she not be? I couldn't let her suffer here anymore. I thought I was doing the right thing. Got a lot of good that did. So what did you do? Testimony. Testimony redacted. Rhytheme. Non-binary Japanese dancer. Soon to be author, should they survive. Mother never approved of their wishes. Testimony. From what I've seen of their work, they certainly have a talent. I'd prefer if they were in a more stable position, but I'm proud of their dedication. Of them. I hope they realize that. Hiriko Theme. Mother? Sister? Relative? Based on the context previously given, I would assume mother. So their mother is proud of them, they just haven't said out loud. Just relative. Yeah, just relative. Be neutral about it. Peter. Deceased now. Cleaner. Wants to put a smile on people's faces. Did something that keeps them awake at nights. Had a teacher they loved. Got a teacher killed and they didn't realize it. Testimony. Peter is a good student. A joy to teach. Some say he has some behavioral issues, but I think the right guidance and care, he has the potential to go really far in life. Mia Edwardson. And Plato Oswald. The lawyer. Afraid of wasps. Had a terrible client who got away with lying. Testimony. Plato is an effective representative of your needs for both prosecution and defense. A great addition to our firm, whose humor will relieve your stress while he's serious about your case. Smith and Sons. Smith and Sons. Smith and Sons. So they just gave kind of an arbitrary, like, ah, yeah, we'll respond to this in a positive employee favor sort of way. I hate it, but if we're trying to decide who lives here, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. I'm being set up here. I'm being put into a position where I have to face my own inner demons, only to have them laugh at me in my face when I choose poorly. Ash, what is your deal, Ash? What is your deal, Ash? Okay, what do we have? What do we know? He regrets letting someone go. She was just haunted after an event. How could she not be? I feel like maybe this individual was a part of that cult. You know, the person I let go? The person I let back into society who we established as pretty big error on my part after what we know. I feel like this person was a part of that cult, and they lost their... They were of the family that lost their child. They lost their child. I don't know what he's doing, but he still feels dedicated to this cultist cause. They do refer to this facility. They do refer to being put into this facility, yes. They've learned that there's scarier things in the world, especially in here, yes. I think we're gonna... I think it's time for Ash to go. I think it's time for Ash to go. Again, everything that I've done up until this point. To everybody, not just Ash. I'm just imposing my own will and projecting my own imagery upon them. We know so little. We know so little. Umbra lowers the ectoplasm cannon. Ath fires a spirit. Can't make anybody happy in this haunted home. Oh boy. Day 7. Day 7. There's 2 remaining, and now we see all stories laid out unto us. Full and bare. We may not be fully done either, I don't know. There might be a second part to this. Alright, now deceased. Our Polish hairdresser, Melina. Just wanted to be an actress. Just wanted to be an actress. And people loved her for it, too. Message to Tester. If you let me go, I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you front row seats to the premiere of every film I star in. VIP access, autographs, whatever you want. Please? Don't end my career before it can even begin. These people have done nothing wrong, have they? These people have done nothing wrong. Well, most of them. Largely, they're just people who are living their lives. Aviel, veterinarian. The dedicated veterinarian. Message to Tester. Assuming you can only let some of us go, then, if there are any young ones also imprisoned here, choose them. I have had a good life, and I do not mind remaining here if it did mean someone else gets the same opportunities I did. It's often the ones who will be the most sacrificial that deserve to live the most. That doesn't rest my conscience at all. Clara Ramdas. Mother, baker. Had a child they lost. Please. I need to get out of here. My children need me. Their father passed away a few years back, so I'm all they have left. They've already lost their dad and sister. Don't make them lose their mother, too. Oh, this one's gonna fucking weigh on me for a few days. God, this fiction that you've subjected me to. Man, introspection's a bitch.
Hello.
Ash Victor. Ash Victor. The one I suspect of being a cultist, but I mean, fully could still be wrong. Fully could still be wrong. 100% could still be wrong. Dedicated themselves to a cause, won't really clarify what that cause was. They have regrets, they're still human. Message to Tester. I hope you're comfortable sitting at that screen. If you ever slip up or have any doubts, you'll be in my position. It happened to me. It happened to Kim. And it'll happen to you. They always find out. Always. So he is just one of us. Probably. Might have just been one of us. That's... Alright. Peter Farrell. Another one that haunts me because they were sitting there screaming at me, allegedly, through the glass. Just want to make people happy. They did something that haunts them. They lie awake at night. Lied awake. They weren't a great kid. They burgled some houses. Teacher took the fall for them. Message to Tester. Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what happens to me. Just, if you ever see Mia get taken by these creeps, do everything you can to make sure she gets free. She doesn't deserve to be here. Okay, alright, okay, alright. Now for Plato. Now for Plato. Lawyer, hates wasps. Had some good cases, had some bad cases. Generally didn't seem like too much of a fuck up. Message to Tester. If you release me, then in return I will represent you. You will certainly need a lawyer after this. You will likely be charged with at least accessory, if not worse. Cooperating is your best option. Old to the very end. Lawyer to the very end. Well, at least we got some closure. At least we got some closure on something. Alright. Our two survivors. Vesa and Rai. The plumber, would-be firefighter, did something that resulted in the loss of a lot of people. Here we go. Message to tester. Subject was in an unresponsive state when questioned. They were observed to be crying, pulling their hair, and loudly vocalizing before lying on the floor and refusing to move, despite repeated encouragement to do so. They broke down. They just broke down. They just broke down. I don't think they want to live anymore, if I'm honest with you. Whatever happened, I think it would probably actually be cruel to leave Veza alive after making them go through this hell. But is that really even my call to make? Ryfeem. How? Something about you stood out at the very beginning that maybe I projected it, maybe I wish this upon myself, but something about them so intriguing that has kept them around this long, and now it looks like they get to be the ones to live. Sam. Alright, here we go. Greatest regret. My mom never approved. She wanted me to get a good job, high pay, that sort of thing. Oh, this is greatest regret. I already know that about them. Okay. Last time he spoke to his mom. They spoke to their mom. Message to tester. If you let me out of here, I promise that the first thing I'm going to do is call my mom. Being stuck in here has helped me think things through, and even if we don't see this eye to eye, she's my mom. I love her. Sick. Scared. Well, at least the last decision is somehow the easy one. I'm sorry, Veza. I don't think you deserve this. Mistakes happen. Okay. That too. I kinda don't. They were tortured mentally and I mean, this entire time it was hell on them. We didn't know that until the very end. Umbra believes I've made a bad choice. Umbra wants Veza to live. Umbra doesn't want the writer to survive. I think I chose with the best information I had at hand. You have now completed a third experiment. The one you have chosen has been set free. How do you feel about the decisions you have made? Not great! Not great at all! Have they been to your satisfaction? And more importantly, have they been to ours? I'm gonna be in the box next, aren't I? After careful evaluation, your performance has been deemed insufficient for our criteria. Oh, thank God. I'm going to die. There is no need for concern. You will still be of use. I'm in the box next. I gotta go into the bad box. I gotta go into the bad box. Oh. Ah. We will collect you shortly. I was in the box to begin with from the very start. Do not attempt to leave. Alright. I'll wait. Ah! Disregard the previous assessment. Don't give me hope. It was made in error. I have been monitoring your actions. Your choices. Your thoughts, your reasoning, your excuses, your perspective may prove useful. You seek answers. So do I. There's an extra level of meta creepiness to the fact that Sisyphus, the developer of this game, and their brother have been observing this stream this entire time, have been watching me, observing me. Okay. Please join me next time for Eerie joins the Witness Protection Program. Seeing if you have any. Okay. I don't think I need further commentary. I think there's a lot of psycho. Oh. Hey, y'all should go do this. Y'all should do this. Ah. Oh my god. Created by Johan Hubrick. Testers, Arian Armstrong, Sherifield, Stefan Hubrick. You absolutely may, Sisyphus. You absolutely may. I would highly encourage. This has honestly been one of the highlight experiences of my stream. Is finding games like this that really cause me to just introspect to such a deep level that I feel adequately psychoanalyzed. No, this is great. This is really great. I love this. Please go check this game out. I'll make my friends play this. I'm gonna make Mage play this. I'm gonna watch him have an existential crisis. Oh boy. But that's it! That's Second Thoughts, everybody! That is one of the most gravitas-inducing games I've ever had the delight of playing. Sisyphus. I definitely look forward to whatever's coming next. Legitimately, before we dip out, I think, out of all the subjects chosen, I actually do feel like I chose probably one of the best to have kept around. Don't get me wrong, I have regrets for other things, but out of all of them, I feel like they were the right choice, you know?